Years old, 5'5", 144.2 pounds. Diogo Reis, 21 years old, 5'5", 144.6 pounds. This is the #1 versus the #2 ranked grapplers in the world.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting match. Nice little double Kawuchi to up to where we're here right now. Has that body lock, trying to get behind Gabriel Sousa. It's a good strategy, as you said. Like just the tactics, the beautiful tactics around to the back right away. You mentioned it, his grappling sort of experience. That was just a beautiful tactical display of a guard pull to double Kawuchi, and then right up on the wrestle up, and now he's on the back here, threatening the back. Gabriel Sousa cartwheels out of that. Trying to invert here. With that knee in the middle, trying to get around. That was a good hip switch because that was almost a leg entry there for Diogo Reis. Nearly got in on the leg, but Gabriel Sousa switched it out. Now, he's got a good, had a good little gold shoulder pin there, but now right into the Udagatami, shoulder crunch.
The amount of techniques that Diogo and Gabriel are able to chain together is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, that they just threw out so many things all at once, just one from another. Diogo tried to lift there to wrestle up on the single, but Gabriel was all over it and kept driving back to his right-hand side, and I mean, a lot going on these exchanges.
Always the questionable restart discussion.
Well, I don't know that Gabriel Sousa's head was that low, but like we're gonna get it started anyway.
Yep.
Butterfly guard now. Sousa trying to jump that knee in the middle there. Diogo's got to win that battle of that collar tie hand, that one. So you start with winning that first, and then you can start to decide what you want to do, whether you want to invert or bring your legs back in.
Minutes 50 seconds left in this match. Gabriel Sousa on top of Diogo Reis. Look at the way Diogo is just elevating him.
Yeah, I think Sousa should step over that foot there. That's a little bit better, actually, if Sousa comes forward with an underhook.
There it is. Beautiful passing. If you get a chance to check out Gabriel Sousa's passing system on Jiu-Jitsu X, definitely take a look. He's got some really good tricks there.
Yeah, he chains things together so well. And he keeps consistent, steady pressure in that.
Yeah, and you know, both Diogo and Gabriel, they're just so the way they change passing attempts, passing directions, left, right, up, down, you know, angles. It's just so fluid. There's no stopping. And as I say that, they went into 145 entanglements.
Yeah, that's right. Now Gabriel's trying to get on that leg. He could just pull on the other leg and slide underneath. There you go. Slide that right leg all the way up and over. Right now he's on that short hook situation, but Diogo, he went right into a knee bar there.
This is the knee bar that you know, he was able to submit Ash Williams with. And Diogo using that opportunity to get on top. I really like how much Gabriel is opening up.
Yeah.
And just in general, both matches so far, just doing a great job. Just super crisp technique by both of these young men.
Try to keep scooting that hip out to your left. His left. That'll get that overhook a little bit more power, a little bit deeper.
Yeah, outside the closed guard of Gabriel Sousa. If you've noticed, Gabriel has an overhook and a hug the other leg. He's done it a couple times. He didn't attack it, but there's a sweet little armbar you can do from there. Release that right leg on top. A la Barrett Yoshida. He wasn't able to hit it, but I know that's what he was thinking. I believe that's what he was thinking. Diogo Reis on top.
Got that arm drag again right here on that right side. He's got a good tricep grip. If grips up to that wrist, he might try to drag that to wrestle up. Now it's starting to get into omoplata territory when the wrist starts getting over to the hip. But
judges favor red.
So the judges are favoring Diogo Reis so far. Again, when we hear the judges favor, it's not necessarily that they're winning like rounds or portions of the match. The match is judged as a whole. So far, this is who the judges feel like are winning. It could absolutely change in the next 5 minutes. Kind of a unique rule set and scoring system that we developed here at Who's Number One. Just to kind of keep the non-practitioners who happen to tune in watching to understand who's kind of winning, or people that are new to jiu-jitsu to kind of understand, you know, some of the criteria we have. Otherwise, in a sub-only match, it's really hard to determine. Some of the other events, they'll, you know, put a big emphasis on submission attempts, so you see people get positionally dominated and in the last 20 seconds go for an ankle lock. And that's not what we want to see here. Diogo Reis continuing to attack Gabriel Sousa now, trying to push him away with those legs. Yeah. Nice little arm attack there, trying to invert.
Stacked up there pretty well. So Diogo now putting together some really nice passing, sliding by the knees, getting the drags.
Gets the back now.
Yep, around to the backside. Bring his head up and to the front. He's gonna chase the back. If he does, there's go to the back of the turtle.
Sean, when you have the back in this position, what should he be doing? He's trying to put Gabriel's hands to the mat. Should he be looking for like a Kauchigari? What kind of techniques would you be hitting?
Start to circle forward and block the knee. They're trying to circle forward and sort of hit a spiral breakdown, but you can block the knee, and that can cause a different set of change there. He's trying to block the knee and put weight in the hands, but what that can do is also make your training partner stand up, your opponent stand up, and then that's where all those foot sweeps happen. You could do revert if they're going forward, you're generally going to keep them going forward unless that's a beautiful technique. You're going to do forward pressured takedowns per se. Keep them forward. As soon as they start standing back up, you can actually take them backwards really easy, and then all the sort of the things that happen with that. You can use forward style takedowns to create reactions. He's tried to turn his hip right there.
So that was a rollout by Gabriel.
And you could see
same position now.
Yeah, and you could see how now he got in deep on the leg. Let's see if he can use this. But Diogo does a really nice job on that roll through, just to let the legs go and guide the legs by, and almost into the guard pass. Did that on his first match as well. Be out now. the side there. Got to drop the chest now. You see when the shoulder line gets past that 90-degree line, now he's got it. Now he's got the shoulder line flat. You can see.
It looks like he's causing some frustration on Gabriel here.
Oh, yeah.
Gabriel is like, it's like he kind of went out for a buggy choke, let it go. Then he rolled out, and he's kind of giving up that head and arm there. And Diogo's, look at that. Look at the footwork there.
That's beautiful. Is that underhook? He transferred over to the other side, turned it into a far side underhook. Got to watch this punch out now. Yeah.
And Diogo, he's tangling those arms. He's searching for the arm. You saw it earlier on twice in his first match, but now looking for the back. Gabriel almost spins out. Diogo trying to mount. Gabriel back on top. My gosh, the pace of these two.
Yeah. Those last several exchanges were definitely in Diogo's favor. So. Really nice passing, near back takes.
Gabriel with a nice little slide by, trying to get to the back now. Diogo throws him over, has the arm and almost look. Oh, and Gabriel with the arm entanglement, the Kimura trap, had the arm bar there for a sec.
Very close.
So the judges are favoring Diogo, but that last exchange happened right at the time where they made their decision. I wonder how they're really thinking about this right now. That was tight.
That was.
If I'm not mistaken, that was probably one of the closest submissions of the match.
Keep pushing forward. We should wipe that right leg out. We should wipe that right leg out. Let's go, right now.
To front head arm, so trip, to the back. See if Gabriel can stay sticky enough here. I like that right underhook. He's got to keep Diogo from turning. That's what that hand clasp was trying to do. Let's see if he just loops his leg over to the mount too.
Diogo back on top.
Yeah, beautiful recovery.
4 minutes left.
Diogo with his hands clasped. Again, he's got that the near side underhook on the right. His head position was a little off, so Gabriel can clear him out.
3 minutes left. You know, I will say this, in both the 170 and the 145 pound bracket, all of the matches have been amazing. Even the athletes that lost really put their ass on the line here.
Oh, yeah.
And we definitely want that type of attitude and that kind of performance here at Who's Number One. So it doesn't matter who wins or loses this match. I'm really looking forward to having both men back here at Who's Number One. And in the Night of Champions, you know, let's see who becomes our first champion of these 4-man brackets that we put together. We did the Who's Number One championship a couple of years ago, decided to kind of go with the 4-man. It was a grueling long format we did back in the day. And that was initially to crown our first ever real champions of Who's Number One. And, you know, we had some divisions that didn't have any belted champs, and we're trying to, you know, fill all of those divisions as we progress throughout the year. We have a bunch of Who's Number One announcements to make coming up with our next event real soon, and then our schedule will be announced for the new year. And don't forget, guys, a ton of other amazing grappling shows on Flow Grappling. We got the ADCC trials coming up. you know, quintet, who's number one, IBJJF, BJJ Stars, just so many amazing events. And then, of course, the Big Daddy ADCC Worlds next year. We got IBJJF Worlds and the first ever IBJJF crown coming this November. So no shortage of grappling and jiu-jitsu action on Flow Grappling.
We saw, I think, you know, Gabriel just got put out of position. He really committed to the Kimura that gave him success early, but it was a different position there. And was able to capitalize on that whole scenario. Tries to throw that underhook by, does Gabriel Sousa.
Oh, beautiful flying triangle attempt there off the takedown, but just slipped right out.
Yeah, I think Diogo saw it coming, dipped his head down.
Fight! On the attack, Gabriel, on the attack. That leg, let's go.
50 seconds left, and we will announce our first 145-pound champion here of Who's Number One on the celebration of Helio Gracie's birthday. It's respect to the legend, Grand Maestri Helio. What a championship it has been. What an event this has been. Once again, for you guys watching at home, if you're having a Who's Number One watch party, snap a pic, put it on your Instagram, add Who's Number One Champs, hashtag in the description. Let's take a look and see who the audience is here in this finals match. Diogo Reis feels like he is about 20 seconds left to becoming the first ever champion of the 145-pound class here at Who's Number One.
Yeah, I think so. Gabriel tried to switch, trying to Kimura now.
Rolls out. We talk about the experience, we talk about the maturity, we talk about the mat IQ of Diogo Reis and Gabriel Sousa, both exceptional grapplers. You see Luta Livre legend Hugo Duarte in the crowd on the right there, the man who fought Rickson Gracie on a beach in Brazil. Star-studded event here. Let's take a look at the replay. Tons of action as we anticipated in this 145-pound final. We saw Gabriel going for that knee bar attack on Diogo Reis, similar to what we did against Keith Krikorian. Diogo Reis using the opportunity to get on top.
Doing a great job getting the north-south there off that pass.
Beautiful passing attempt there by Gabriel Sousa. One of the best passers at 145. Diogo just dumps him over, almost went for the arm there, and then Gabriel reversed it into a Kimura trap. Beautiful armbar exchange there, and then a flying triangle exchange. That was an awesome match.
Yeah, it was.
Looking at the replay, I have no idea who won at this point.
And your winner, by unanimous decision, and new Who's Number One 145-pound champion out of the red corner,